Alright, welcome back to Shaving Fuzzy. I'm Fuzzy. Hi y'all on Tuesday. Tuesday afternoon, working an afternoon shift today. Always a fun thing. Yeah, anyway. There we go. Had to get out and do a few things earlier. Temperature was in the 50s. Really nice long sleeve weather without having to have a jacket on. That was nice. Got the dogs out. Had a nice long walk this morning with each of them. Anyway, Miss Luna. Huh? Anyway, she laid down there on the floor. But anyway, they got to get out and have a nice walk. And when I came in from work last night, I worked an extra shift, overtime shift. But anyway, and when I got home last night, they both got a nice little walk around before I laid down. Well, they doing good. By golly. So it's Tuesday, we're going to do a little tobacco on Tuesday. Still have never gotten the aftershave, but I've got the cream and the soap and the soap stick. So today we're going to use the regular old soap cake here at the back. And as I always state, you know, tobacco is one of those things, either you like it or you don't. It doesn't seem to be any middle ground. Well, it's kind of okay. You know, it doesn't seem to be any of that. It's one way or the other. I like it. I think it's a big old bucket of German goodness. So we're going to use a board brush today. My Turkish board brush here is going to come into play. And we're going to finish up. I've been using skin bracer a lot here lately. I got this new bottle of it the other day. And I've been using it a good bit, but for good reason. I use it a good bit for good reason because it's good stuff. How you like that? Almost a poet and didn't know it. So for the razor, we're going to use the 1910-ish Ever-Ready. And I've explained before, there were several years that look a whole lot alike. So that's a 1910-ish. This is a 1907-ish. I had the wooden handle and everything. And this one has still got the, as I pointed out before, it's still got the strop-in attachment in the handle. But when the blades were thicker, and you would strop them. This particular one has a brand new Treat carbon steel blade. I've got a couple of carbon steel blades in play, but they're in other razors, and instead of just going hunting through razors, pulling the blade out, I just put a new one in here. It don't hurt anything. So we already did a little prep thing there. Gave a little facial wash down. It's just a day's growth because I've been having to work. And one of these days I'll figure out how to not have to work for a living, and then I won't have to shave every day maybe. Still shave a lot because I like to shave. It's what, you know, hobby and everything. You get a lot of strange looks when people start talking about hobby. Well, what's your hobby? What do you do? I shave. You know. Oh, really? Yeah. Got 150 so razors. I don't know how many razors I got right now. I'm guessing over 100. And yeah, you know, soaps, creams, brushes, all that good stuff. Traditional, yeah. That's and they just kind of give you that look. Some act interested, which is neat. And there's probably some that really are interested. But anyway. Anywho. Speaking of that, shout out to Michael over in Shreveport. How you doing if you happen to be watching a video? I know every once in a while you'll check in on one. Michael collects knives. We were talking the other day. I don't really have any knives that are really that collectible. Now, I have a lot of stuff around here that's got sharp edges on it. I've got a lot, but nothing that's really fancy. When Walmart, around Christmas times, a lot of times Walmart would have pocket knife sets and stuff. It'd have a couple of different pocket knives and maybe a little multi-tool in with it and a little keychain tool or something. Anyway, and after Christmas is over, they discount them to sell out what's left. And I'd always buy a few of those sets. And then I would give the knives as gifts, or if somebody needed a pocket knife or something, I would give it as a gift or whatever. So I've got some of those sets still around. I've got some belt knives that were branded Mossy Oak. Same thing, it was a gift set around Christmas time. So I've got some different things. Then I have my knives that, you know, my hunting, fishing, camping type stuff. So I've got a Fast Hawk, and I've got all this stuff. So there's a lot of stuff around here that's got edges on it, but none of it's really fancy or collectible or anything like that. Anyway, the 1910ish. And I always say, if you haven't experienced a ladder catcher and you like single edge shaving, you should really pick you up some kind of a ladder catcher. There's, get one that you can use the modern blade in without the adapters and everything. And for what I've seen, as long as it's got on the side here where it holds the blade in, as long as those are springy so that it can adjust down, because you won't have the thickness of the wedge blade. I've found that modern blades work just fine. The ones that don't, like this one, for instance, does not have the springies. This one actually is supposed to have screws in it where you can adjust. Now, if I had the screws in there, I could probably adjust it and use a regular blade. So on stuff like that, where it's supposed to use a wedge blade, then you would need an adapter, and I've never really gotten along really well with the adapters. Some people do. More power to you. I've just never really been that guy. And I'm too lazy to learn to hone blades, although I don't think it would take me that long to learn. I can use a whetstone. I mean, I keep all my knives sharp, kitchen knives and my pocket knives and belt knives and stuff. I keep all that sharp with a whetstone, so I don't think honing would take me, it wouldn't be a tremendous hill to climb. I think I could do it is what I'm saying. I just don't have the, what word am I looking for? I don't have the motivation, I guess, to do it. I don't need any more hobbies. I've heard someone say that before. But anywho. Now, if I wasn't so into the single edge, if I was more into unmentionables, I would be a honer, because I would want to have them all honed up. But if I wasn't into single edge shaving, that's probably all I would shave with. There's stuff that you'd have to keep honed and stropped. All right, time for pass 2. Ooh, it's always nice having a brand new treat blade in. Makes everything so easy. Get our across the grain here. We can even get us a across the grain going across that big old honking chin under there. A little bit different getting across the grain going under there, but I don't even know if you really need to or not, but we get something that approximates it anyway. So I got tagged in a video the other day where they were showing off their 11 outstanding single edge razors. Appreciate that. Enjoyed watching the video. Is it CT and VT? Well worth watching the video. Young man has got really nice technique. I like watching this video. And I guess, according to him, I'm the sensei of SE. Sensei of single edge. I don't know about all that, but that's alrighty. Still like watching the videos. Alright, we got a little bit of a weeper right there. Probably when I was playing around with that going across the grain stuff I was talking about. There's really no need probably under the lip like that for all that. But it's just a little weeper and it'll dry up really quick, I would think. So that little 1 day growth we had, there ain't nothing to wiping that off. Check that out. Look how nice that looks. And we still got a witch hazel pass coming up to clean everything up with and take care of any little irritation we might have. And all that kind of good stuff. Alrighty, so they've been doing some blade modding over at Toast. That's TOST, the number 3.com. And the Empire sets, I guess, are getting a little airtime. And they've been modding some blades so they can do with that. Rocket Man over there, and some of the others. That kind of stuff interests you, pop in. I was over on one of the old sites. You know, there's actually three toast sites. It's the original site, and then I had to change from the original site for some issues, and then I went with a free hosting site, which was great, except it wasn't really free. Ended up, once we had a bunch of pictures, they charged for storage, and it was just, the cost was phenomenal. I couldn't do it. So anyway, opened up a third site. It's not a free site, but it's a whole lot cheaper than paying for the storage at the site that was free. So anyway, I went to one of the old sites the other day, going through and making sure the links still work and everything. And you can't do anything but read over there. There's no posting. It's archived. It's just an archive. But I was noticing that there's about 200 to 250 people a day going through just reading what's over there. That's really neat to see. Now, some of that is obviously probably, bots and things of that nature. There might not be 250 actual people going through a day. But anyway, it's just neat that the numbers are there. And it's I'm sure some of that is people going to read. There's a lot of really good information. You can get to those old sites by going through the newer site, toast3.com. You don't have to be a member to come through and read. There's a lot of good information there. If you would like to join and join in on the discussions, or ask questions, or tell us stuff that we got wrong, if you know better than we do about something, pop in there and let us know. We're always happy to learn. Always. Alrighty, well, that's about going to do it for me on this here shave. Got everything cleaning up here. Going to wash the brush out. Got the blade dried off. That's the important part. Those carbon steel blades, you got to kind of get us a little bit of the old man smell on here. I don't think anything says old man much more than skin brusher. But that's good stuff right there. All right, well, y'all have a great day, whoever y'all are. No rant today. Sorry if you just tuned in for the rant. Didn't have one today. We'll make up for it another time. All right, whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, happy shaves to you.